Oh my gosh. I know everyone's going on about the Spider-Man trailer from yesterday, but today's Sonic trailer, whoo, I've got goosebumps, man. Let's talk about it, shall we? Let's start with the announced cast. So confirmed to return from previous movies are Ben Schwartz as Sonic the Hedgehog, Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, Idris Elba as Knuckles, James Marsden as Tom, Tika Sumpter as Maddie, Lee Majdoub as Agent Stone, and Keanu Reeves as Shadow. And joining the cast alongside Kristen Bell as the voice of Amy Rose, we're getting Matt Berry, Richard Ayoade, Nick Offerman, and Sir Ben Kingsley. This cast has me excited, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried, especially with Eggman. I mean, they already had kind of a bullcrap explanation as to how he survived the second movie. I don't even want to see how they say he survived the third one. Because, I mean, if he broke every bone and punctured every organ in his body, he would be dead. Personally, I like my headcanon better. My headcanon is that when he was partnered up with Knuckles in the second movie, either Knuckles gave him one of his rings in case they got separated or he needed a quick exit out of a situation or something, or Eggman pickpocketed one of Knuckles' rings when he wasn't looking and kept it on him just in case. So when the Death Egg robot fell, he used it to escape, which would also explain why Gunn was never able to find his body in the wreckage. As far as Agent Stone surviving the crash goes, he was knocked unconscious early on in the battle. I like to think that he woke up just in time to see the robot crash, put his tray table up and put his seat back in the full upright position and just braced for impact. I just really don't see a way that Eggman could have survived the Eclipse Cannon's destruction in the third movie. The only possible explanation I can think of is that Shadow warped him out just before the explosion. But given Shadow's expression before it exploded, I don't think Shadow was actually planning on escaping, let alone taking Eggman with him. Now, I know a lot of fans are theorizing that this could be an alternate version of Eggman from a parallel universe, but frankly, I am over the whole multiverse thing, alright? Deadpool said it himself. The multiverse has just been miss after miss after miss after miss. My theory is that this might not be Eggman at all, but rather Neo Metal Sonic masquerading as Eggman, just like he did in Sonic Heroes and in the IDW comics. We won't know for sure until the movie actually releases next year, but that's just my thought. The other thing I'm kind of iffy about is Shadow. We know from the end of the last movie that he survived the Eclipse Cannon's explosion, and I couldn't be happier that this guy is still alive. But I just feel like he deserves to have his own solo adventure before he jumps back into the ring with Team Sonic. I even wrote down my idea for a Shadow the Hedgehog series. I posted it on YouTube a while back, but then I had it taken down because I needed to make some changes to it. If you guys want me to repost that, let me know. And unlike with Eggman, I don't think Shadow even really needs an explanation as to how he survived the Eclipse Cannon's destruction. Because, I mean, he's the ultimate freaking life form for Pete's sake. But enough about Shadow. Let's get to talking about the new hedgehog on the block, Amy Rose. Based on her appearance at the end of the third movie, I think it's safe to say she's not going to be the helpless damsel in distress that she was when she first appeared in Sonic CD. Another thing that I've seen a lot of fans talk about is that instead of Amy falling head over heels for Sonic, it might be the other way around in this movie. Based on the way she took down all those metal Sonics at the end of the third movie, I could see that happening. I could see their relationship being similar to like in Sonic Boom, where they both have feelings for each other, but they're both just too shy to admit it in public. I can already see Tom, Maddie, Knuckles, and Tails just teasing Sonic about it. But regardless as to how Son Amy is portrayed in this movie, I think it's safe to say that this version of Amy is going to be a strong, brave, level-headed hedgehog lady who doesn't take crap from anyone. And personally, I think Kristen Bell is the perfect actress for the job. I haven't seen a whole lot of movies or shows that she's been in, but based on the ones I have seen, I feel like she's gonna play Amy very well. Another thing that fans have been talking about is how this movie might introduce time travel, just as it was in Sonic CD. Personally, I'm just as sick of time travel as I am of the multiverse. I would say wait until they're ready to bring in Silver to introduce time travel. Now, I do know that Metal Sonic's introduction in the third movie's post-credit scene was kind of Terminator-esque, but that doesn't necessarily mean he came from the future. That could be the case, or he could be from another dimension. Maybe Amy came from the future, or from another dimension. I'm really hoping none of those are the case, but again, we just have no way of really knowing until the movie comes out. I could probably sit here and just rant about it for hours, but I don't think any of us have time for that. So, what do you guys think is going to happen in this movie? Do you think Son Amy is going to become canon? Do you think Eggman is actually just Neo Metal Sonic in disguise? Do you think Metal Sonic is going to have a voice? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Bye!